And good morning, everyone, and welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for both MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, and doing some other things. I've kind of gotten back into the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 trading program. I like to call them trading programs. Other people call them trading bots, expert advisors, softwares, that sort of thing. Because building softwares are fun. However, they are not a full guarantee, and there is risk involved. First, this is our weekly Forex look ahead. We're going to take a look at the weekly charts and see if we can spot some trends that may be worth investigating later on in the week, and also getting into some other things. So let's go ahead and get into the risk disclosure, since we are putting money at risk. Oh yeah, something else. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel, and YouTube will let you know when I put more of them out. And lastly, oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, then by all means, hit me up in the comment section, and we'll go from there. So you guys have, well, you guys are going to have a great one, because we're just about to get into this. Here's the risk disclosure that I've got to do since I'm in the United States, where you're putting money at risk, and you need to know about the risks. They go something like this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're working on today. And look at that. Well, you can't see it because it's the lines are in green, but and I'm on a green background, but this is actively testing an expert advisor for foreign exchange trading. This is my Bollinger Band and RSI mean reversal, and right now, as you can see, it is quite profitable on the 4-hour euro versus the USD. So that's something that's always fun to do, is have a profitable trading plan. I'm also testing in this one too, and not doing so well on that one. Let's go ahead and load down a little bit. And you can see that we're not doing as well on this one. This one is lost. Oh, no, wait a minute. That one is profitable. That one is the other one. I'm using a multi-time frame chart on this one to kind of figure out where we're going on that, to see how we can improve on that. But that's how we have this set up. It's $9 or it's made $9.20 on a 750 balance. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. We'll be working on that today. But in the meantime, let's get out of this and let's check out what is going on over here. Look at it go. This is the DXY. So let's get into our weekly charts. We can see possibly what the trend is, even though it's pretty clear what the trend is. The short-term trend, the longer-term trend is looking a little scattered, a little more scattered. So it's trying to get back up to this level here. We've got a definite top right here at, what is that? What's the date on that? May the 25th. I think we need a marker in there. We need a horizontal marker. Horizontal ray. That's the first thing I want to do is put that right there, and we'll call this the high close. This is also the May 25 weekly high close. What's this? Okay, that's not true. Control X. I'm going to take this one out because I don't know what that one's doing right there. Because this is the weekly high close. So, that is the May 2025 weekly high close, not that. That, I don't know what it is. It's the high from, we're not going to worry about that. At any rate, there's a quick correction on my chart this morning. We're still trying to break this May 2025 weekly high close at 1091, 1099, so we're in that ballpark. Coordinate is, it snaps to 1097. So 101, if it breaks 101, then we're off to the races possibly. However, there's a lot of resistance right here. It starts right here with the September 2024 weekly low close. That seems to be a pivotal area too. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Weekly low close. So that was, I don't need that all the caps, so I don't yell at anybody. You know, I don't think anybody takes that as yelling anymore. I don't know. But at any rate, that's we've got some big, strong resistance area. It's trying to break through. If it gets above those two, then we're off to the races. However, it is a lot of selling pressure right here in this area. According to fair value gap, it doesn't stop until 101.26. So we're looking at tough run for the USD. It's probably going to be up and down for a little while until the proverbial war is over, which started way back here, I guess. And that's what put the dollar on a tear. Big pullback there that looked like peace was going to break out. Then it changed its mind. So 119 is where we're sitting right there. The euro versus the Great British Pound. We have the, what do we have going on here? Can't tell what we've got going on here. The weeklies, we've got it perking up here. We've got a cross here on the 50 and the 200. So we could see some more bullish activity, although it's going straight into this big fair value gap of selling right there. So that's a big gap right there. So is it going to go anywhere? I don't know. That's a pretty, if that were a red candle, it would be a pretty convincing doji, but it's green, so it could mean a continuation. It's just indecision at that area. Moving on, so we're looking for euro strength possibly. Here, a lot of sideways stuff going on. Could be a possible mean reversion trade right here with the close below and then the close above the 20 mean moving average or 20 period moving average with 2 period deviation. So that could be a thing. It could be bouncing right off this this strong resistance level too. So we would see if it continues to pull up. Expecting dollar weakness maybe. Again, all these are just maybes. It's just, this is pure speculation at this point because there's not really any guarantees on what's going to happen. And even when you start getting into these trading bots, trading programs, they're still not 100% guaranteed. This one has a 3.39 profit factor. That's huge. That's a pretty strong profit factor. This one's probably going to go on the market and probably in my, it's already in my trading account. But I think I need a MetaTrader 5 version of this too. Because that's a 339. That's a pretty strong profit. Looking at it, almost a 50% gain over 2 years. That's why we trade Forex. But even though we have these things set up, everything can still go awry, and there's no guarantees to anything. Japanese yen. This is one I'm really going to be testing some strategies to see how we can capitalize on the Japanese yen, on trading the Japanese yen, automated with an automated bot. Because this one is not quite sure how to make it work yet, because it looks like it'd be easy, but there's a lot of room in here where it gets really, really choppy, and you get stopped out pretty quickly. But at any rate, let's see what's happening for the week. For the week, we don't know because we're getting into almost uncharted territory. It's coming up here to flirt with the 2024 weekly high close, which will be about the same time that the Japanese, the BOJ starts doing a little bit of. What's going on here? The Japanese yen starts doing a little bit of the of intervention on. So we'll see what happens with that. Keep having the curtains flash behind me. So if you see that little blue flash back there, that's the curtains, but I don't understand how that's working. There, that's better, I think. Oh, well, see what's happening next. Pound versus the dollar right here. Still staying within those. I didn't copy and paste that one very well, did I? I didn't copy and paste that one at all. But this one is kind of off in space for some reason. We'll keep it there just in case I remember why I put it there. But staying right in this range, right here. There are these two little trend lines. Bum, bum. If that is an inverse head and shoulders, it's not, because the tops aren't the same or close to the same. So it's looks like it's going to break down to the downside. More dollar strength. Pound versus the yen. Big undecided mess of I don't know going on there. And here, euro versus the yen. Big sideways action going on right there, right at the 2025 weekly high close. Again, not sure what's going to happen with the yen crosses. So I'm expecting a little bit of intervention today. They usually do that on Sunday nights and catch everybody off guard before the U.S. traders are in. So I'm looking forward to some Japanese intervention today. So I'm on the sidelines right now, by the way, too. UCAD, it's right here. But just big week for the UCAD. Bouncing straight off that 2026 open and then straight into this area, which is a big selling area. We'll see if that continues or see if it tops out right at that pitchfork line right there and starts bottoming, starts dropping again. So the dollar is set, using technical analysis, the dollar is set for a decline this week, but I've been saying that for a couple of weeks now and did not get that. So what's going to happen? Who knows? CAD versus the yen. I hate to say it, to put it like that, but it's like that sometimes. CAD yen, again, looking for a possible decline in the oil markets. Again, not with $99 NYMEX oil, though. Again, topping at the top of the trade on that. Oil's all over the place. Look at all that trading range. Piece is going to break out. No, it's not. Oh, maybe. So it's we're at 99.64 now barrel on crude right now. And again, it's not really sure if it's going to stay there. It's going to stay around 99. It hasn't been there since July of 2022. And before that, it was topped out at weekly high close up there, topped out at 121, was it? Yeah, something like that. So it's not like we've never seen $100 crude oil before. We saw it all year long on 2022, or close to. That's 121.33 for the 2022 weekly high close. So we've seen it this high before. It's been a while. We did drive a lot of the inflation out of the economy by dropping energy prices, just like President Trump said he does. So that theory actually works, but the Gulf War isn't really helping anything right now. The Iran War. Gulf War is something completely different. It happened many years ago. Here we have the Aussie versus the dollar. Big sell-off on the Aussie versus the dollar this last week. We'll see if it comes down into the buying range. It's right at this high right here from 2023, December 2023 high. So we'll see if it continues from there, or more specifically, the June 2023 weekly high close. That's worth putting one in there too. And this is a great candidate for mean reversion. That's mean reversion is one of my favorite strategies, but that's the, what is that? June 2023 weekly high close. June 2023 weekly high close. And the whole theory behind technical analysis is that all these levels will mean something again. Ooh, look at that. 250 are crossing. So we're looking at a possible turnaround on that. Maybe. So we could want to investigate getting in here on this and getting into a buy trade on the. I may want to check this mean reversion expert advisor on the Aussie versus the dollar and see if that works out too. Take a quick glance under the parameters of that EA because I coded it. Four-hour triggered there, triggered again there. Would have triggered again here. Well, no, it wouldn't have, because RSI did not trigger it. So what the big problem we're having here is that RSI is not triggering it. So it's a softer type mean reversion. It's not as quite as hard as the reverse of the dollar does. But waiting for RSI to clear there. That's also a 14 period RSI, not an 8-period RSI, which is what I like. 8, go down to that, and boom. That's what we have now. Look at that. Oversold here. Back in before. Let's see. We're oversold here. Oh, that's a great trigger right there. RSI is oversold, and mean reversion trade right there. Closed below the outside the 20 period the 20-period Bollinger Band, and then closed. The next candle was up, and then had a nice little run here from 70.15 to 71. That's a 100 pip trade. I'd take that any day, and very little clutter too. Not as much stopping out. Put a 50 pip trailing loss on that. Updated with a 20 pip step. Might work. Oh well, that's one strategy I'll be investigating later on. In the meantime, let's get back into our weekly look ahead. Oh, something we did not do yet. Let's see what kind of risk we're looking at this next week. That's not how you spell that. Anything cool? I think we've got FOMC minutes this next week. So let's go. Oh, wait a minute. No, I know what we've got this next week. Nope. You know what this means. End of the month, beginning of the next month. NFP. Okay, so Jerome Powell's going to talk on Monday. That'll jar some stuff. That'll wreck the markets a little bit. Because he's really got a position that's not enviable. The Fed is up against the wall. They can't raise rates. Well, they can't lower rates into inflation, and you can't raise rates because of the debt of the U.S. government. Because every time you raise rates, you're increasing the debt service on the U.S. debt, which is sitting at trillions right now. So 30 some odd trillion, something like that. So until Congress decides to get underneath the debt to GDP ratio, the Fed is in trouble. And it looks like we're going to have a Paul Volcker style recovery from the 80s, but no one has the intestinal fortitude to do that. The Canadian right there, Canadian GDP is coming out. JOLTS, you know what that means? NFPs, yay! So we've got the JOLTS job openings coming out on Tuesday. And then on April Fool's Day, April 1st, we have ADP coming out. ADP non-farm payroll change. That's the the private sector version count. Just in case there's some shenanigans going on at the Bureau of Labor Statistics. We have the core retail sales right there. Retail sales again for the U.S. Retail sales, ISM manufacturing PMI. Unemployment claims, it's been a nothing burger for about 15 years since the Great Recession and the Great Non-Recovery. And then we have unemployment rate, NFPs, and other than that, we don't have a whole lot going on. April 3rd is a bank holiday across Europe. Oh, and then they shift daylight savings time in April in New Zealand and Australia, so we're not the only ones to do that. How about that? So that's the stuff we've got going on there. We've already talked mean reversion here. Mean reversion candidacy right here. This would be brilliant. Oh well. Come down to gold. So it's going on to gold. Ooh, look at that. Big doji right there. Weekly doji right there on the gold at 44.92. It's a very strong turnaround possibility right there. Give it about a 70% chance of a turnaround. So we could see a turnaround on gold on the weekly level, which means it's going to take some time. It's not going to jump in on Sunday and get out Monday morning and make $1 million, unless things get really cray. Platinum. Again, not a doji at all. Just still trying to find some footing. Palladium, still trying to find some footing, and silver. Great big undecided, but possible turnaround. So we could see some turnaround in gold and silver. Platinum, palladium, still trying to find common ground. Still find ground. See what happened with the software sector. Software sector got killed. again. To be expected because it's now cheaper to build software than it used to be. HubSpot, let's look at HubSpot, not doing well. Salesforce, not doing well. Had a terrible week this past week on the stock market. Intuit, I'm still an Intuit customer, and they're still dropping. GoDaddy, just closed out one of my GoDaddy products this week. Very happy about it. Adobe, right there. NVIDIA, not looking too great. Looking like it may have topped out a little bit. Upwork, 1087. So that's oh well. That's what we're going in the software sector. So with that, I just show that just for grins because it's fun to look at. But at any rate, the dollar is still hanging in there, looking at 119. That's about all I've got for this weekly look ahead. We took a look at the risk factors that's going in. We took a look at, let's see where this ended up. Did we do this already? Yeah, 3.39 profit factor. That's huge. That's a moneymaker. So you may be able to see that. I may be doing a video on that one, probably at Michael Neely Tech and here. Probably for EA trading, building EA type softwares, because that's where we're going to this. One of the directions we're going. It's about 3 or 4 different directions. It's fun. We're just expanding in all areas of Forex trading. But at any rate, that's all I've got for today. If you have any, if you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And if you, what else? Oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, then hit me up in the comments section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. So in the meantime, you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.